Most anticipated game of this year just got delayed. Welcome to Press X. So we have a very Microsoft-centric episode this week. Sony did not have a conference for Gamescom this year, as they're saving it for Paris Games Week. As is such, we have tons of Microsoft news, and not too much in the other camps. First off, Microsoft showed off a new Quantum Break trailer. That game looks absolutely amazing, and it's coming April 5th. They showed off a little bit of the TV show and how it's going to tie into the game, and Phil Spencer said he thinks this is the future of games. It's an interesting concept, and I'm intrigued in how that works, but I'm more interested in this gameplay. It looks really fun, the gun mechanics plus the time warping mechanics. It seems like that game is going to be a keeper. They then showed off Crackdown III gameplay. They announced that the environments are fully destructible. Anything can be destroyed, and it uses physics, so if a building gets knocked down, it'll knock down the next building and set off a domino effect. This could potentially be really interesting for something like multiplayer. Next, Scalebound gameplay was shown, and this was the first game that didn't impress me at all. Platinum's very hit or miss with their games. They have things like Korra, which are then they have something like Bayonetta, which is absolutely incredible. The main character reminded me a lot of Dante from the reboot to Devil May Cry, and that didn't excite me. And it's basically an action game where you have a companion dragon. So if that excites you, this may be a game for you, though it was running pretty poorly, but this is a 2016 game, so they have plenty of time to optimize it. They announced that the Xbox can now do DVR functionality, which is something I really wish it launched with. It seems like every company nowadays, if you have cable, you have a DVR built into your cable box in some way, so I don't really see this being anything impressive. Killer Instinct got a Season 3 announced, and it announced that it's going to have guest characters this time, such as Rash from the Battletoads series. They've really been pushing Battletoads recently. They had the Shovel Knight Battletoads, they had the Rare Replay, which has Battletoads games in it, and then now they have this. It makes me wonder if there's a Battletoads game coming. Then we saw more of things that we've already seen before, such as more Halo, they showed more of Tomb Raider, and they showed some of Just Cause 3. After that, they announced a brand new game coming in 2016, Halo Wars 2. And I saw a lot of people super excited about this. I personally wasn't a fan of Halo Wars, and like I've said in multiple videos, I feel like the Halo franchise to me has run its course, and I've been done with it since about Halo 3. But for people that really loved that series, you're getting a sequel. Also announced was that the Gears of War Ultimate Edition that comes out August 2015 will come with Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and Judgment for the 360, backwards compatible on the Xbox One. Though it won't be at launch, it seems like you'll be able to download and play those games later in the year. I believe November was when they announced that the backwards compatibility is going to fully kick in. So it seems like if you buy that game now, in November you'll have 4 games to play. And forgive me if this name is incorrect, I believe it's Arnie Roth was on stage for a concert for Final Fantasy, and he accidentally announced a Final Fantasy XII remake. While I believe he did mean remaster, that they're just kind of like what they did with Final Fantasy X, they're going to bring Final Fantasy XII to the PS4 and such. It still was not announced, so it seems like that may be happening. Square tried to backpedal, and he talked on Twitter about his mistake, and he meant Final Fantasy VII or something along those lines. But I do believe that we will be seeing a Final Fantasy XII announcement sometime in the future. Megaman the Legacy Collection got a release date, and it's August 25th, the same day as Until Dawn and the Gears of War Ultimate Edition. I'm super excited for this game. It has been announced that there will not be a Platinum Trophy, so I guess I won't be Platinuming this, but it may or may not be the first game I review. And finally, in the saddest news of the year, Mighty No. 9 has been delayed until 2016. Rumors started spreading that the game was delayed. Amazon changed its date to 2016, Best Buy changed it, all these places changed it, and they assured you that the game is not being delayed. And then yesterday morning I got an email saying, sorry, the game has been delayed. They're having problems with online features, which is kind of ridiculous for a 2D game that is based off a single whatever. They don't want to release a buggy game, and thus they are delaying it till early 2016. The game was supposed to come out September, so this is a very late delay announcement, and it makes people wonder about that Red Ash Kickstarter that Inafune started, which was a parent to the Mighty No. 9 game. Was that to get more money for Mighty No. 9? Because the game already found a publisher and everything before the Kickstarter was finished, and then they announced that the Kickstarter was just for the stretch goals. It's a little sketchy. I don't really know how to feel about it, though. Anyway, it looks like we'll be waiting until next year for Mighty No. 9, so if you want your Megaman fix, August 25th Legacy Collection is for you. But anyway, that's all the news I have for you this week. I'm Kevin McManus, and I'll speak with you soon.